last time on FEZ, it was our first day of the playthrough. We ended up with, I think, 9 or 10 cubes. So we came back to this room and opened some of the doors that were blocked. And we decided we were going to go through here to the 8 cube room. So let's do that. I love the game so far. It was a little bit of a challenge getting used to the spinning screen, but now that we've done it, I really like it. That's really all there is to recap. I love the little pixel animals. I love the music. Oh, I forgot about these little totem things. We can move those around. We're learning how to start moving them around. I can't jump on top of it. So many critters, yeah. Can I go inside here? Cute. This room doesn't spin. Hey Sammy, welcome in. It is a cozy kind of day. Just trying to combat the Mondays in every way we know how. Cauldron. Cube. Let's see if there's a cube in all of the... Oh. This is the outer space room. We can't jump in here. Oh, I can jump over here. What if I just walk? Oh, scary. Oops. Okay, we want this. Oh, we made another one. Easy. That's 11. Hey, Kovsky, welcome in. It's good to see you. There's something down here. How do I get to... Well, how do I get to that? I just walk to it. That's how we must have come in. That purple lined door. I need to keep better track of our entrances and exits. I've been good, thanks for asking. Oops. Poor Gomez, I'm sorry. I thought we could climb these vines. Here, let's go back inside this little structure. Oh, not like that. Wow. And if we do this... Oh, we finished this room. Okay, so there's 2 more doors that we need to find, though. Oh, we can make that jump. Nice. This door I don't think we went in, right? Worm! Yay. Roaming! Thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. Welcome to the human race. Enjoy your Earth badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. How's it going? Also, the tattoo boat, I don't know if I said, but do whichever you like better. Oh, thanks, Kovsky. The tattoo boat goes along with the sub goal for this month, which, Roaming, you get to use your sub point to vote for either a Metroid tattoo or an Outer Wilds tattoo. I enjoyed your playthrough, binged it, and thought I'd show my support. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Here is that tattoo command for you. It has the designs that I've been looking at. Or rather, thinking about, decided on. What is in the background here? This looks like a dead Gomez being roasted on a spit and being killed with arrows. This is a little bit gruesome here. Nobe, hi, welcome in. I wish I could stay, but I want to avoid spoilers for the game. Planning on playing it soon. Of course. Thank you for the human kindness. Sending human kindness from me to you and all of chat. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. I hope that you have all the warm and positive energy to get through Monday, to get through the rest of the week. It's really good to have you in the community and share this, well, share this game with you, but share chats with you if you're avoiding spoilers too. I totally understand. I do it all the time. Thanks, Nobe. Oh, BB is at the door. She's meowing. She's meowing human kindness at you too. Cat kindness. Okay, so this is just a weird, ominous room. Not sure how to vote. Is it just the command followed by the game? Oh, just tell me, and I will add it to the counter. The command is there to explain what the choices are, but if you let me know which one you like, I will add your vote. Sorry to bombard you with questions the minute you come in. We don't always have a vote with the sub goal, but this month we do. Oh, this is an owl. We've seen this, like, owl-looking statue. It's super hard to talk about this game at a high level without talking spoilers. Yeah, I bet. Outer Wilds, then? Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Let me add that. Outer Wilds is winning. And we're over halfway to our sub goal, which is really cool. So are we done with this area? Yeah. Alright. It looks like we are. Let's go back then. Chozo, welcome in. How's it going? I think we opened another door, right? It's not telling me where this one goes. Have we not gone through it yet? It's raining. Oh. Whoa. The neon signs are really cool. It's going good with me, Chozo. Thank you. Little bench, little trash can. More critters.
Life is scary and dark. That is why we must find the light.
Sugar, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the community. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Enjoy your Earth badges, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. Sugar, you get 5 points to put towards the tattoo vote. And I really appreciate the gifted subs. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Ross, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, these are little ladders. That's cute. Here, let's go in this door first. Vote Metroid, please. Okay, here we go. Let me add it. I wish that the sound didn't cut out every time I needed to do this. There we go. Thank you, Sugar. What is this room with the mop closet and little showers? Okay. Very cool. Oh, this is a door. I really like the look of this building. They keep surprising me with this game. Here's another clue, another symbol maybe? Okay, these. Did we screenshot the other one? We've seen this before. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over. What is this? Are these clues? How cryptic does this game get, I wonder? Tetris, yeah. What is this one? Don't actually answer that. But I'm screenshotting these in case we need them for later. This is a... I don't know, it looks like an office building. A tower with a bunch of tiny squares. Some symbols. I don't know. A tower with... I don't know, a symbol on it? But we've seen a square like this before. And this looks like a map. This looks like a globe. Flattened out. A cube globe. Cute. I don't know, maybe it's nothing, but... Oh, it's not. Secret. There's a secret in here. But how do you... Oops, I pressed the wrong button. How do I get to my inventory again? Like this. Treasure maps. Artifacts. Anti-cubes. Okay. Can we move these desks or chairs or anything? That's interesting as fork, yeah. If I keep spinning... I feel like I haven't learned everything that I need to learn for secrets like this yet, right? What's the highest thing I can stand on in here? Just the desks? Alright, let's leave.
Humans. There's so many.
Less than
Are they friendly,
3.
Kara? The people here?
Don't worry, you're gonna fit right in.
Welcome, Raiders! How's it going? No specific raid message. Thank you so much for coming in. How was your stream? PBD, hi. Superb. Violacious. Erky, how's it going, everyone? Tay, hi. It's good to see you all. Less than 3, how was your stream? What were you working on? Can we get a shout out, please? Hi, I'm Jen. We're having a puzzle Monday. I don't know if you all have played FEZ before, but this is our second day. I'm really loving it so far. Darth Nader, hi. So many friends coming over in the raid. Here, let me get back to this screen. Look how beautiful this game is. We're in this dark, stormy, neon castle right now. Stream was great. I'm glad. I need to play FEZ. I won't go too far so I don't spoil anything. I'll warn you before we keep moving through here. But let me get you that shout out real quick.
Yay.
PVD, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Less Than 3. Welcome to the human race. And to Tay, thank you so much. Enjoy Earth Badger emotes, your ad reviewing. We're very glad to have you. You get 2 votes towards the sub goal for the month, which is which tattoo I'll be getting for my birthday at the end of the month. Either Outer Wilds or Metro, and you get to put 2 points towards either one. This alert! I'm glad you like the bee and puppy cat alerts. Oh my gosh. I was catching up with friends. Oh, you were just chatting, showing pics from my cruise. Where did you go? That's awesome.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Very cool. Thank you for those gifted subs. I really appreciate it. FEZ is so good. I like it a lot so far. Metroid tattoo. All right, let me add those votes. And we're 34 to 23 now. It's starting to even out a little bit more. Bee and Puppy Cat. Yeah, I love Bee and Puppy Cat. We have a couple different alerts from it. I went to 3 ports along Mexican Riviera. Fun. Did you have so many pictures to share? We're also feeling very festive today. I did a charity stream yesterday where we wore these headbands, and we're not done with them yet, apparently. Do you have designs picked out already? I do, yes. They are listed here. It was a lot of pics. Nice. I hope you all had fun. Thank you for coming in on the raid. If you're not following Less Than 3, go support them and send some love and some human kindness her way. And we're just glad to have you over here. If you need to lurk, do the post-raid things. If you just want to chill and be cozy, we keep it very calm. And we're playing puzzle games. I'll be talking you through what I'm thinking and trying to progress in this game. Find more cubes. They call the cubes devil squares in this game. Of course, of course. All right. Yeah, devil squares. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil what the surprise is or what the mechanic is, but there's a reason they call them that. This is a cool looking neon symbol here. There's all these little pixel art mice and seagulls and other critters, little pixel mushrooms. Keep doing your thing, I leave. Have fun. Of course, don't have any spoilers. I stand by my my vote. Thank you, PBD. I think, did we get this side? Yeah, I'm gonna spin by Less Than 3. Take care. Have a good one. We didn't open this one yet. Oh, that's a cute little sign on the side, the orange and pink one. This is another secret room, right? No. But we've seen a kind of boiler room like this with a furnace before. And it had a secret, but this one doesn't, apparently. Thank you for that follow as well, Chamorro Bro. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed it. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. Welcome in. This looks like a little... Oh. Bar. Kitchen, diner, kiosk. We went in here, right? No, we didn't. There's a... Yes, we did. It says there's a cube in there, but we already got it. Whoa. How many exits are there in this room? In this tower? We did this! Oh, there's one that I missed. Okay, we're missing 2. I see this one up top here, but I gotta come around to the front. Sometimes when the doors are closed, they blend into the background so well. Bunk beds. Whee! Can I stand on this pipe? No. Huh. Some of these rooms, I don't know why they're here exactly. There's nothing in them. I don't see any invisible platforms either. Oh, I like that there's no rainfall underneath this overhang. That's a nice touch. Oh, here we go. Yay! Squares and cubes. Are these tools? Yeah. How many do we have now? 11. Oh, okay. I guess we're done in there for now. I want to know what those secrets are. We're 3 short. Let's go up a ways. That's the room with the tree.
Yay.
Wabafoodle, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome to the human race. Enjoy your Earth Badger emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. Happy Monday. Would you like to put your sub point towards either a Metroid tattoo or an Outer Wilds tattoo? You get to vote. I want to see real life pink waterfalls. Yeah. Been watching a lot of you on YouTube. Thanks for keeping me company through the last month. Of course. Thank you. Welcome in. Glad you made it over to the Twitch channel. Thanks for showing your support. You get to be part of the vote this month too. And thanks for that follow as well. We've had a bunch of big series go up on YouTube in the past couple of months, so I really appreciate people watching them and coming in and letting me know what you thought of them. I'm still adding to Echoes of the Eye and The Witness. The Witness is, I think, 2 episodes away from being done, but I have some highlights and things that I want to add to it, and then Echoes has maybe 3 left. Let's go back in here then. I'm not really sure where to. We need to go back and get more squares before we can get that other door. Haven't watched Dread playthrough yet, but a lot of your Metroid series were pure art. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. I had so fun catching up. So much fun catching up and playing all of the Metroid games that I never played. Dread was really, really good. I liked it a whole lot. I don't think we can make that jump, but I want to jump to this ledge. Can we, like, spin it halfway? No. Not like that. Let's just use the vines, Jen. Had a lot of fun with Dread. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's just felt really good to open up all the closed areas, and after I was done with the boss, go back and run around and clear all the map squares and get all the items. I'm still actually at 99%. I don't have the last item, but I was trying to stay ahead of Ghost so I could watch him play it, but he finished before me. Gotcha. Yeah. I thought Gomez was a goner on that jump. Yeah, I know. I kind of thought so too, but we made it somehow. This is a cool looking area. I feel like we're gonna get some new ability here. What is this? It's a switch. You don't weigh enough to put down the switch. You'll need something heavier. Something like, oh, I don't know. That box up there, maybe? A crate? Uh-huh. Have you finished Echoes of the Eye? I'm getting so close. I did finish it, Violacious. I played a lot of it off stream, and I came back and finished it on stream, so good luck. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know, how far are you? Oh, whoa. Let's climb. Ooh, what the? I didn't press let go. I don't know. Sorry, Gomez. I don't know how to get to that door. Isn't this just gonna take us around in a circle? Oh, interesting. Alright, let's go up. There's something up here. Oops, I need this? No. Oh, we can make that. Okay. So much climbing. Invisible bridges and fireplaces. Hopefully that's vague enough not to spoil anything. I think so, yeah. True, good point. Oh, here we go. Cube. Oops. Oh, there was there were vines on the side of that wall. I thought for sure we could grab. We could not. Oh, look where we are. Hi, Julia. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I don't recognize this room. Uh-oh. I don't... do the different areas have names? I don't know what to call anything. I need to start learning names of stuff so I can figure out how to get around. Weird. Weird. Maybe I do. I've done this room. Okay, nice. Kinda. They kinda sorta have names. The songs have names, right? The different tracks. Whoa. That was a fun experiment. Sorry, Gomez. We're getting experimental. Why? Is this a ledge? No, we're just dropping to our death. Sometimes I can't tell what's a ledge and what's not. Whoa. Okay. I think we're doing good things. Come back down here. I like this pink sky. I played through this whole game several times. Probably one of the few completed absolutely everything. Oh, nice, Kaiser. It's fun to watch a new player. Yeah. It's really fun to just chip away at things and slowly figure it out. Ooh, thought I had that. Definitely didn't. Which way did I go? This way? I have a notebook filled with stuff on this game? Nice. That's cool. I am ready to take notes if needed. Yay, Gomez! I love that noise. Okay, so we're not done with this room. Do we want to take this back anyways? I don't know, sure, why not? Pew! Into the warp gate. Oh. Things are really breaking. Things are glitching. I myself looking for a decent cube emote. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I should look for a couple. I've been enjoying playing this game. Some puzzles are brain benders, some make me feel super smart. Yeah, I love that. It's good. It needs a balance. How was whipped cream face mask skincare treatment? It was okay, Magus. Welcome in. It didn't completely ruin my skin, so thank goodness. Not to mention the acrylic paint too. Everything turned out okay. Wait, we didn't get another one, right? No. Whee! I don't think this is where I wanted to go. Why does this game get me so lost? There's little faces in the sides of this tower. Oh, don't let go. I think I'm pressing down on accident. That's what's messing us up. This is the beginning, right? Yeah. Back to the beginning music. Was there anything we couldn't do in here before that maybe we can now? Oh, this area... Oh, it has a couple secrets. Man, I hate trying to figure out which room is which, though. This room has a secret. we stand in a row with all the other Gomez's? Does that unlock something? I don't think so. I don't think that's how this works. Is there anything I can grab in here and rearrange? Weird. Oops. I don't get it. Okay, bye! But there's no cube here, so let's go back. We're not ready for this yet. Oops. Climb, Gomez, climb! Oh, I don't have to... Whee! We can't go any higher here? Doesn't seem like it. I wonder if there's some crevice in that tower that I missed. Probably. So is this the only other door we can go to? But now it's not broken? Why is it broken sometimes and not others? Do you have something to say to me? No? Behold! A warp gate. Pick a destination and press up to warp. What do you mean, pick a destination? I don't know, we're just going in. Hey Austin, welcome in. How are ya? Alright, this should take us back to where we were before? No. Oh, but we can go back to one of these owls if we want to. But I think we have to climb back down the tower to do that. Whee! I'm baffled. I need some chapstick really quick. Very tired, but trying to stay awake. Oh my gosh. Fezzing is going good. Fez is good so far. But we don't have enough cubes to get through the next gate. And I don't understand how these warp gates work. Okay, this is, I think, where I wanted to be. Yeah, with the crate that we never even ended up using because we did something else. Because we went through that door, right? Did we even go through this one yet? Yeah. I get so lost in this game. Well, we want this. No, don't jump off. What are you doing, my dude? Just jump down. Huh. Oh. Ta-da! That's 12. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. How do I make this? Nope, nope. Go over here. Okay. This was good. What happens if you push it over the edge? Does a new one appear? Yeah. We're learning. I guess we could go up here and get this treasure first. Da 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 da! A key! That's good, that's good, that's useful. Oh! You get like an extra little hop. Is this like... No, you don't get multiple. I think you get one and that's it. Sorry, I know, spinning the screen a lot. I was hoping for one of those weird Celeste speedrunner glitches. Except they're not even speedrunner glitches. They put them right in the game for you. It like passes under us, but I don't know. No? I guess that's not how we get it. What were we doing? Oh yeah, the crate. That must be what the switch is for anyway. Oh, we can pick it up. Okay, cool. We can pick it up just like we can pick up the bombs. You did it! You found a secret passage! Oh, wow, 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 wow. Now how do I get down there without dying? Cute. Oh! That one's too tall for me to grab? No. It's fine. Oh, that made me kind of dizzy. It got so dark. This is a nighttime zone. Hi, Snail. This is so weird. Okay, making our way across to this other crate. But we gotta get that first. Otherwise it'll be a bad time. So how much can we jump with this? Not much. I think it has to be below us. And then we have to wait. Good experiment. Good science. Good test. Does this one not go up? Oh yeah, it does. Whee! Yay! Cool. Head full of air, so squish, yeah. That was fun. Oh, we probably missed something back there. Oh, no, I don't think so. Okay. Froggy! Here's a crate. This is gonna be complicated, I think. It's not too bad. We did it! Okay. Ooh, nice. Don't fall in the water. Are there any other doors on any of the other sides? No? Okay. Yay! You found 16 cubes! You know what to do. You can open that last door now. At least I think it's the last door. I don't know. I don't believe it. That was good. That was good progress. I'm gonna, I think, take the headband off now. This has been very fun. That was a long headband wear. I had to do it since we don't have the other redemptions going. Thank you again, Ta. If anybody is interested, we did hit our stretch goal, but I will keep the campaign open until probably the end of today, the end of tomorrow. Here's the link for you. Okay. Yesterday we did face paint and Christmas headband and your name on a stocking and pie in the face, all for charity. It was a really good time. So we're back here now. Oh, here's the rainy one again. So do we want to go back there? They told us to go to the... They told us to go back to that other door, though. There's just so much we haven't done. What is this? Does this pillar mean something? With all these symbols on it? Who can say? Yeah, true. I don't know. Don't answer that. As usual. What's in here? More doors. This door opens to another door. Oh! Who are these friends? Oh! It's like a whole nother village. There's a cat! This is so cute. I'm gonna go see the cat. Hi! Kitty! Oh, it went to sleep for a second there. That was so cute. Oh, this is loud. Slow cat jam. Oh, I love it. This is so good. I'm leaving the volume up. Oh. I cannot talk to you. The drums, yeah. This is hype. I guess we'll go up these if I don't fall. So about Disaster Piece being good at what they do, yeah. Chai, welcome in. Such a rare but interesting feeling to be faced with a huh moment when trying to talk to people. Yeah. This goes so hard. I love this. Let's go in this little room. Hi, friends! This looks like a QR code. Oh. The song glitched out. Weird. How's Fez? I managed to whittle down 500 photos to 60. That's so good, Chai. Are we gonna get to see any of the photos? Or I guess, I don't know. It depends on the event, right? I hope you're having fun with it, though. Oh, hi. Can I? No. But you have a Fez like me. This is wild. Here's another door. Whoa! It's yet another door. This one requires 32 cubes. Must be something really special behind that door. Have to ask my friend if I can put a few up. Yeah, I was like, wait, that's probably... that's not up to Chai whether those photos can be shared or not. These folks are so big brain. Yeah. Oh, hello. Candles and everything, huh? Hear the owls, see their effigy. Assemble the parliament. What? Okay. Bye. I could not get my phone to recognize the QR code. Dang it. We'll never know what it's for. Oops. Y'all are very cute. I wish I could understand you. Any doors on this part? No, it doesn't seem like it. Sad that I can't talk to you. Oh, this looks like it was a warp gate and now it's not. Whee! Huh. That's probably too far of a jump, right? Oh. Oh. This stuff looks like it's so important. I don't get it. I don't understand any of it yet. Can I read these pages on the wall? And I thought I was taking lots of screenshots for the witness. Oh my goodness. What is all this? Is it just because I don't understand their language? I don't know. I don't know yet. I feel like I did miss some doors. Oh, I can check if I missed some doors. It looks like I missed 2? Or 1. Aha! Wow! Cool. A giant throne. Is it for the owl? Weird. What's on the wall over there? In front of the... What is that? It looks like footprints. Do I get to start turning the cubes? Rotating them in a whole other direction too? I can't stop looking at it. Don't answer that, but... I'll be back. Suspicious. We're missing one more door in here, I think. Oops, I didn't mean to jump on top of this kiosk. Oh, there it is. Oh. A treasure. This looks like octopus people. Wow. Giving us octopus people with a crown are giving us a QR code. Thanks for the lurk, Chai. Another key. Are there any more footprints on the walls in here? Oh. Now what? I'm assuming this is a legitimate language that you can communicate with these people if you knew how to decode it. That would be cool. Oh, come on. Alright, back through the door. We're finding out so much. I think actually we are going to take a super early stream break today because I'm really cold. I need to make some tea and maybe put on a blanket or something. So enjoy your break, have a good stretch, grab some tea also if you need it. I will be right back. Thanks, friends. Well, oh my goodness, welcome back, humans. That was a really chaotic break. Dee snuck in the door, which is fine. That's like the least chaotic part. But, hi. I got the hiccups. I don't think this has ever happened to me on stream before. They won't go away. I was making tea, and all my tea leaves, the tea bag ripped. So I was straining the tea leaves out and eating my snack, and I think I was eating my snack too fast, and I got the hiccups. So if I keep talking, they're gonna be so loud. Quick shout out to spoiler chat. Oh, thank you, Bush. Are people using it for this game? Oh my gosh. TT. Hi. Welcome in. Thanks for the Discord link. Here's BB. She needed snuggles. Okay, hiccups. Go away now. Maybe if I try holding my breath just a little bit. Nice. Look how cute she is. I hate the hiccups. I don't know about you all, but they always really bother me. Let me have just some water before I have my tea and see if this helps. How distracting is this gonna be? Alright, we'll do our best. Yeah, hiccup command. So bad. Okay, maybe they're gone. I tried holding my breath. You want to pet BB? You can pet BB. She's a cutie. She loves pets. I'm realizing now the font for this new chat box is rather hard to read, so I might experiment with some other font options. BB, come here, let me pet you. What do you think? You want to meet Ta? Yeah? Did you get water all over your cone again? It happens, it's okay. Today's advent calendar is blackcurrant tea. Ooh, nice. I have peppermint tea. It's gonna be weird though. I don't think I steeped it long enough because I was trying to get the tea bag out of there since it was spilling. And it's not like tea leaves when you buy them, you can put them in a strainer. These are tiny itty bitty little pieces of tea leaf because it's supposed to stay inside the tea bag, and a bunch of them went through the strainer. It's fine though. I told you my friend from high school is going to be living with me for a while. She's bringing a cat. That'll be the 5th cat in the house. Wait, since when do you have 4 cats in the house? I know of 2. Okay, the hiccups are gone. Yay! 2 are mine, yes. Phoebe, are you gonna help solve puzzles? Yeah? The other 2 are Fiver and Simon. Black cats, they look like black blobs. Aww. That's so many cats, I love it. Okay, her tail is just going. Hi, yeah. She's bringing another black cat named Wesley. Aww. How will you tell them apart? So many babies! How old are they? All of them. Cat roster. Good question, yeah. Oh my gosh. She came to give me snuggles because she knew I was stressed having the hiccups. Grace and Chomsky are 5 and 4. Simon's 11. 5 or 16. What a good bunch. Alright. Can I play now, or you're not gonna let me play my game yet? That's fine. Wesley's 3. Good mix of ages. No kittens. I mean, cats are kittens forever, but specifically no kittens with the claws that don't retract. No kittens climbing up your legs and sweater and curtains and climbing into your backpack. Thank you for the cat cameo, Magus. We might as well show her off, huh? Oh, why did oh yeah, the music's tabbed out because the game tabbed out. I took away the stars in the cat cameo. They were so distracting. They were a little bit overkill. Had plenty of those before. Used to foster, yeah. Lots of work, but they're so cute, yeah. Here, BB. Oh. What's your foot doing out here?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Thank you for the follow. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. And a cat. Welcome in.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh my goodness. And thank you for the follow as well. Thanks for supporting a fellow human. Here's my cat BB. She's very content. You can't see her face because of the cone. And she's like looking up into the sky. I don't know why. She just wants snuggles. She's super fluffy, super friendly. Thanks for the cat cameo. Cameo. I finally added the W. Girl. Motor work? What do you mean, is she purring or? Look at those little paws. Okay, we'll try to get back to it. You're just in recommended, have to drop a follow for the cuteness. Thank you, Capitalist. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping in to say hi to my cat. Is she purring? Yeah. She's gonna go sleep on the little spot under the desk, which is her favorite, but then I gave her some blankets too. Hopefully she'll just sleep on those. We will dive back in. Okay, hiccups are gone. Cat is satisfied. I've got my tea. I've warmed up a little bit. We're ready. That was like a double break because of all the things that happened on break. Okay. I wonder if we ended up on your recommended because of puzzle games, or maybe because of our less than 3 raid from less than 3, or just because of Twitch. I can't stop yawning. Oh no. I think that's your brain trying to tell you something. So I think now we're going back to here. No clue. Alas, here I am. Twitch is funny like that sometimes. Slept a solid 10 hours. Well done. Right on. It's a lot of hours. Oh, I can't climb that. Oh, let's go over here. Weird. But I can't climb those vines from the one side because of the... When are we gonna learn how to dive? Whoa, that was weird. This lighthouse is cute. Oh, another cat! Oh, we have a key. Let's use one of our 3 keys. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned it, but there was a host on break, I believe. Thank you for the host. I heard the noise while I was making my tea. Oh, I love this softer version of this beach music. This is really nice. Treasure map! Whee! The Zelda influence on the item get music, the little fanfare. A door inside of a door? Huh. Whoa, what is this challenge? Weird. Go, 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 go. Was this me? Sorry, I'm late. Here's my doctor's note. TT. How could you? No, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I know we've not been doing it for very long, but I have been liking the 4:30 start. This just takes us back to the lighthouse. Wow. Cool. Woo. That felt like a longer zoom than all the other times that we zoomed. Can I grab these? Yeah. Huh. Weird. Can I get on top of this tree? No? Cause, hello. Thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back to the human race. Enjoy Earth Badger emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. Thanks for the resub. Would you like to put your sub point towards either an Outer Wilds tattoo or a Metroid tattoo for the sub goal this month? I'm doing good. I had the hiccups earlier and they're gone, thank goodness. This is a pivot. Push X on either handle to spin the pivot one way or another. Ooh, there's a lot of power. I'll say Outer Wilds. Okay, I'll add your vote. Thank you, Kaz. It's good to see you. How's Olive? That's 35 for Outer Wilds. Wait, so... Oh, that was cool. How do I do this? Go back over here? Yeah. She's good. We were snugs on the couch and then broke for dinner. Aww. Good, good. BB was in here. Is she on the blankets now? Or is she behind me? She's got a couple key favorite places. Okay, she's behind this. She's like under the keyboard back in this corner. That's one of her favorite places when she makes her way into the streaming room. Metroid caught up a bit. We had some gifted subs that went towards Metroid. Yeah, like a whole bundle. I have this game. I didn't realize it was all cute like this. It's super cute. We gotta find a cat to show you, but here's a little pixel art blue jay, and there's a little pixel art mouse up top over there, and some pixel art mushrooms. The music's lovely as well. I think this is where, yeah, that's where I want to be. Mr. L, thank you for the hydrate. Here's my water. Welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy, or let's try to make it happier because it's a Monday. This is neat. Is there something on the back of this tower? No? Okay. Let's go inside. Another one of these rooms. Oh, this is another pivot. Okay. Interesting. This looks like a door up here. I think I have to do this one more time to get here. Yeah. So many clever little secrets. This is a door. Yeah. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh! Whoa. So this is a shortcut, I guess. What does this symbol mean? I don't know. There's too many symbols. I'm gonna have some tea too, because I'm still cold. New area. There's a little lizard. Some birds, some more neon signs, a bunch of pipes. Is this the Steam Gardens? What is that area of Odyssey called? It's not Steampunk Gardens. Is it just Steam Gardens? That has the best music. Is there anything below us? Science! Just pipes. Pipes all the way down. Oh, these rotate. Oh, independent of what I do. Interesting. Can I go to the other side? Yeah. I like this area. This is cool. Some new challenges. Does this send me back? I feel like what I don't like is when you think you're gonna go into a small room and it just sends you into a whole giant new section of the map and then you forget to ever go back. See, here's another door. This music is intense. Is this a small cube off of a larger cube? No, this is also a larger cube off of a larger cube. So maybe we'll wait on that too. Let's try to get some of these smaller rooms first. Happens to me all the time. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for supporting the fellow human. Here's a smaller door. And some more neon lights. Science! Thank you for the clip, cause it needed to be documented. Oh, this is gonna make us spin a bunch. Oh, no. Alright, we got it. This should be a small door too, I think. Nope. Big door. I'm looking for this little tiny cube. Then we can go back to some of these big areas. I think it's on this side right here. Yeah. Ooh, scary. These glitchy rooms. I don't know what's going on with those. Spooky, yeah. Oh, look at the little happy face on the side of the building there. That's really cute. Lizard. Bird. And where does this gate go to? Caution. Behold! A warp gate. Pick a destination. Okay, I don't want to go through that though. We've got other places to go. Let's go this one. Nice. Wait, what's on? Oh my god. Oh, that was dumb. Here, we have to go this side, and then we can jump on here. But the shape changes based on which side you're on. Here, we can use one of our keys. I'm sure we missed other doors on the way up. This one's a little bit quieter. Oh wait. That's cool. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Get it? It's a well. Thanks, Dot. I guess we'll go inside. It's a Mario pipe. Oh, actually. Oh, we cannot survive this water. This is scary water. But the cube is glowing from down below us. Or so it seems. We must have to push this lever. Oh, it's a crank. Is this doing anything? Ah, we were going the wrong way. The Game Boy vibes, truly. Oh, still has to go lower. Wait, am I stuck down here now? Whee! Oh, this is cool. The lighting is cool. You can't see unless you've got your little flashlight highlighting whatever it is you want to see. Oops, there it was. Cube! I think it's just the one door, yeah. What is this? What? How deep does this game go? I almost died. Oh, here's some cool wind chime music. Do I need to raise the water level again before I can come back in here? No, I think we're good. There's another crank. I like this music a lot. I'm assuming this is a small room. Oh, could be anything. I don't want to leave this room yet, though. This might be my favorite song so far. Oh, it doesn't even... Okay. Is there more connecting off? Yeah, it doesn't tell you that there's like more and more and more. So this one's bigger, but it doesn't show you the offshoots until you actually go there. Wow. Oh, I should go get that one. Nice. Wait, I can stand on this? Oh. It's so satisfying. I don't know how to phrase this. I feel like this game is just has this quality to it of endlessness, like play and play and play, because it never ends. It just feels like you dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper and you never run out of levels. It feels like they're just generating new levels for me. And there's, the more I find, the more there is that's unexplored, you know? That's the kind of quality it has to it. Oops. Oh, weird. Finally, we reached a gold room. We finished one set of tasks. So now there's, yeah, this is what I want. I think we can do this. I don't think we can get over to that side unless I raise the water some more. That's so cool. Oh, it's gonna change the music in here, I think. Helps fend off the feeling of being stuck since the map is so sprawling and the goal is so general. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there was like one point when I felt stuck so far. And it was pretty early on. We hadn't quite got the hang of things yet. I keep trying to contrast it to the witness, giving you visible bounds. But the depth within the bounds are very misleading, while here there's some kind of wild about not even knowing what the bounds are. Yeah, definitely. Yay! We're cruising! Okay, but do I want to go through this thing? Because it'll send me way back, right? Let's maybe not go through there? Oh no. Rip. Oh. Okay, I got this. This time. Aha. I was like, I'm not sure I even know where the door is. Cool, yeah, we want to be back in here. Can we climb this tower even more? I don't think so. The wacky, it's bigger on the inside. Yeah! With every room you think, okay, this is just gonna be a small one. Nope, it's a whole nother world. Oh, we missed one over here. Is it low? Is it too low? I guess. That's unfortunate. I'll have to lower the water level again. I don't think that's gonna work. Interesting. What am I missing? Oops. Rip. We found the sewers! Yeah, this area is cool. I love this music. I feel like spatial relationship comes from the core mechanics. Needing to be able to orbit the camera around each room means they have to be small. Can you raise this? Oh, that's as high as this one goes. I see, I see. How do I get to this? Oops. Also, is this a thing? Go in this little hole? No. Oh, do we just have to get this and jump to our death? I don't think we can make that jump either, can we? You can land on this thing? Oh, right. Oh, right. We've mentioned that, and then I didn't realize the right thing I needed to do with it. Fancy. Okay, but can we make it back? Whee! Not like that. It's not how this works. This is how this works. But still not helpful. Oh, is this climbable? Oh, clever. Where's the next cube? We've seen it blinking. Where is it? Is it lower down? Yeah, it's way down there. Have people recommended Hyperlight Drifter? Yeah, we talked about it the other day. I actually just snagged a game key for Hyperlight Drifter, so it's in my library now, which is exciting. Add it to the massive backlog. But I'm pumped for more of this music. I really like this music. Oh, there's 2 of these. It really seems like we should be able to go inside there. Weird. I love the style and music of Hyperlight Drifter, but dang, do I suck at it? Oh my gosh. I just got gifted that game too. Do you want to play it together at the same time? Yeah! Let's do it. It's a tough game, but it's one of the rare games I've completed. Nice. What? So is it a platformer? Is it a... I don't even think I know what genre it fully is, other than I've had a million people recommend it to me, and the music's really good. So that's enough. Alright, let's raise this water level again, because I'm kind of stuck. Oh, BB's resting on the chair. She's being so good. I don't think you can see her. She's here, just off camera. It's too dark. It's kind of like a tough Zelda-ish game. Oh, nice. To Hades or Transistor a little? Okay, interesting. I feel like Hades and Zelda are very different games. I don't know, we might have to come back to this area. Weird. Movement-wise, it would be more in line with Hades. Okay. Yeah, just keep lowering that water level. Lower and lower and lower. We found another door. Or is this the same one? This is the same one. Oh, I can't see anything. I think this is the exact same one, because it's already gold. That's an open treasure chest, right? Yeah. I got so excited. Oh no! This room's glitchy now! What did we do? Aww. So is that why they give you the gates and stuff so that when glitches start appearing you have a way to get back? Cause look, now I can't get up to that other switch. Oh, maybe, it blocks your path, but you can still get up there. You just have to be more careful. Is it growing? We're lowering the water all the way. Okay, I think that's as low as it goes. Nice. Ooh, we can use a key over here. Is there anything else down here before we go in this door? I'm finding it hard to see. I think we're good. Let's go. What mysteries await us? Bits and a secret. Because bits are what they call the little mini squares. And a cube is when you find a whole cube that leads you to like a warp gate. There's some weird noises. I wonder what this is. Mel, welcome in. You're here for mini squares. You're here just in time. I wonder what this is. This little like magnet? Can I interact with this? Yeah, that's our companion Dot. It's kind of like Navi, but a hypercube, a tesseract. When there's a lot of them, it's a gigabit, yeah. Okay, I don't know. This says there's a secret in here. Excuse me. But I don't know what to do here. What if we spin really, really fast? I can't grab it and turn it like I can with the crank or the treasure chests. Or the, what are those plate things? Pole Navi versus P? Oh my goodness. Or Tattle and Tail. And what's the boat's name in Wind Waker? And the hat in Minish Cap. It's somehow more annoying. Boat Waker is the worst Waker. Have to choose Tail. Oh, the Majora's Mask was another game for the list. Okay, quick recap from earlier. We reached our stretch goal for our charity campaign, which means you all get to vote on a rage-inducing game for me to play. Here's our list of possibilities for the vote so far. Getting Over It. Another Soulsborne. Not Dark Souls. I mean, not the first one, but one of the other ones. I Want to Be the Guy. Quap. and have a certain meter, like, milestone that I have to pass. Cuphead and Majora's Mask. Bashi? Hi, Senkari, welcome in. No Bashi? I don't know that one. I'll add it. This is just the list so far, and we can refine it. Tail was snarky, yeah. Oh, right, that's what that emote is from. Good evening. I want to be the Bashi. Oh. It's tempting to steer clear of ruminating on spoiler followers, but goodness, FEZ at the top of the list for me, yeah. Bashi, oh no, no, no. Well, if it wins the poll. I don't know what to do with this yet. It says there's a small gate in here? Let's keep looking around. Oh, small gate. We got our music back. Frustration Games Jump King? I'll add it. Hey Saraha, welcome in. How are you? This is a long list now. We are gonna have to probably make it, maybe vote between 4. Because if it's too big. Oh, this took us back here. That's actually really good. It'll split the vote up a bunch. I have tamed my first cat in the new Minecraft server, Siamese. Oh, yay! Yay, cats! Gonna go get Thai food. Oh, that's so good. Yum. Enjoy. And happy birthday to your friend. I just switched tabs thinking that was a new alert. The music is alert sound material. Yeah. The music and the sound effects in this are so good. Ghosts and goblins, yeah. At least Jump King starts somewhat reasonable, but goodness, it goes places, yeah. I'll write it down. Our campaign is still open for this charity as well. I haven't closed it yet. We hit our stretch goal, but if anybody missed the charity stream yesterday, the link is available. Either !charity or !donate. One of those will take you there if you are bummed that you missed out. We raised a bunch of money for Starlight Children's Foundation, and it was really fun. And we played Pajama Sam. This area, this whole map is just endless. Okay, we want it to drain. Drain. Oh, that's a symbol that we saw on a clue somewhere. Okay. Look at this. We've seen this symbol before. What does it mean? I wonder what this means. I don't know. I have a screenshot of it though, because we saw it on a wall somewhere. Oh, here's another small gate. There's a secret, and I guess there's some bits in this room? I don't know where, though. How are we supposed to get any higher up? Okay, let's go through this. Love when the game quotes players' thoughts. Yeah, hey Notch, welcome in. Oh, this isn't... Weird. Oh, we were in this room and I didn't even see the gate. Of course I didn't. Sneaky game. Oh, this is broken. Okay, wait, I wasn't done with that area. Go back, go back. Everything's so glitchy. How are you, Notch? Happy Monday. Can I get back up though? Yeah. So what if we do... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. If we raise the water a bunch. This is getting dangerous. Okay, that's as high as it'll go. I don't think that helps us in the slightest. You can't even land on these pipes. You can only land on this one. Can I land on this? No? Tired long day at work? Aww. I'm doing alright. I'm doing good. Excited to explore more of this game. Alright, well... dead end for now. There's just so much I don't understand. Let's go up here. And get this cube bit. There's another crank. There's a locked door over there. Okay, cool. Let's raise the water. I'm getting dizzy. Is this enough? I think so. Where does this one go? Warp gate. Okay. Alright. Whee! Nope. Running start. Whee! Locked door. I think this is small. QR code. We've seen this before. Only Dot is in the way, so we can't scan it. Somebody scan the QR code. Let me get a picture. I'm trying to give a good, like, highlighted picture, but maybe I have to have Dot talk so that she moves so we can get a picture of it. I wonder what this means. Okay, now the text bubble covers it. I want to get one too. Where's my phone? Oh. It's all the way across the room charging. You got it? Thanks, Magus. Is it a spoiler? This is so silly. Oh, it's on all of the sides? You tried to scan it? It makes no sense to me. It says, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. Does it, though? I want to go get my phone. We're gonna need this for later. This game is wild. Oh, what? No, I want the free version. Get out of here, QR scanner. Why aren't you free anymore? Does my iPhone just do it? Yeah. Oh, weird. It says... Okay, RT, RT, LT, RT, 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 LT, LT, RT, LT, 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 RT, LT, RT, LT. I'm drinking Ovaltine right now. Hi, Indy. Welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. Is it a cheat code? I don't know. I have no idea. If you do know the answer, don't say it though. Yeah, I get that that's the controls, the buttons for the game to spin the screen. Where would we start though? Well, I guess we'd start on this side. I wonder if each side has a different input. Do we dare? This is gonna be so silly. It's gonna make me dizzy. Okay. I have to look down while I do this so I don't mess it up. Hold on. Okay, now I'm gonna start. Wow. Just wow. Cube! They made FEZ for original Game Boy. Yeah, I'm 22. It was quite an accomplishment. How's it going? Welcome in. What just happened? I pressed RT, LT, RT, LT, LT, RT in the order that the QR code said to press them. And we got a reward. We got a cube. I mean, I don't know what else it would be. That's like the entire game is RTLT, RTLT. It's great. I love it. That was really fun. Alright, now we go back. Jen the Puzzle Master! I don't know. FEZ the Puzzle Master. They came up with this awesome mechanic. I'm just doing my best to figure it out. Is there anything I can climb on this side to get higher up? No? I think we have to go through this now? Where does this go? Oh, all these are different except this one. Oops. I guess we're going back. Weird. How many cubes do we have now? 17? Oh, we've seen this area. This is the silhouette of an area that we've been to. Maybe there's an invisible platform to get to that treasure chest or something that we didn't see before. It shows one here and one here. Huh. Look at these little butterflies. What's up? I don't want to go in the tree, I don't think. Oh god. That made me dizzy. This tree. We've gone through here. We did a bunch of this area. But there's still so much more. Golly. This game is intimidating. What one is this? Where does this go? The QR code is an interesting puzzle for game historians. Thinking about a time far enough in the future when QR codes feel like ancient history. Yeah, it's such a, it's like Game Link cables for Game Boy. So cool, super fun, very, if you played certain games, like very desirable, right? But looking at it nowadays, it's like a whole other cable you had to buy. You could only do it from, I don't know, you had to have a friend with a Game Boy and you had to live close enough to each other and... Oops, I didn't mean to jump. I thought that I could land on that sign. I just feel like it's such a niche thing. Like, wait, you had to hold your phone over it and take a picture? What? What are they even used for today? I don't know. I see people put them on social media stuff still. Or on their streams or on their YouTube stuff, like their banner. Oh, true. A lot of restaurants use it, yeah, for menus and stuff. Yep. That's true. Okay, was this where I wanted to go? Sure. Why not? I don't know what I'm doing. What is this one block that sticks up? Have I been up on the top of this yet? Oh, I can't reach that this way. No, I haven't been up to the top of this yet. Okay. We got this. Nice. Caution. SMKDG. Welcome in, how are you? First ever Super Metroid playthrough, never wanted to throw my phone laptop into orbit so much. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching the playthrough, I appreciate it. We eventually got to the end, with much stumbling. You said it works so much? Yeah, okay. Whee! That's really fun. Can I get to this from... No, here, hang on. Oh, I didn't do it right still. Trav, welcome in. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for the hello. Whee! Still can't make that, though. It must not be the right way to do this. Nope, we did it. Gotta get a running start. Love your attitude. Oh, thank you. I do my best to stay calm in the face of a frustrating game. Or maybe just a normal game that I'm frustrated with at the moment. I'm at work still on a terrible connection. Oh, okay, Trav. I'm glad you could tune in for a little bit. I'm sorry the connection's bad. It's never fun. Okay, that was good. We did good there. Scream on the inside, maybe a little bit. Hope everyone's having a good day. You too, Trav. I hope that you get to be done with work soon, or that it goes by quickly. I have to head out to get some sleep. Okay, Austin. It was wonderful watching you explore the world. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep. We'll see you around. Oh, I just jumped off of this back onto the platform I was on before. There we go. Oh, these... I don't want to be on that when it turns. That's gonna kick me off. Oh. Or I could just miss altogether. It's fine. These are so tiny. Somehow we did it. Aww. Okay. What do we do here? Nope. I started climbing around the edge instead of jumping up on top. Oh, interesting. I think I want to stay on that one if I can and try to make it over to this tower. Got another hour. Okay. This late shift this week. I see. There we go. Oh, this is cool. The music's changing as we get higher up here. Thank you for the posture check, Sankari, for me and for chat. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh! Whee! It looks really intimidating, but then you spin the camera, and from another angle, it's not so bad. Oops. Oh, that's fine. Have you had a chance to watch a Super Metroid speedrun? Yeah, I've watched a few of them. It's fun. It's a good time. Okay, but I don't want to go over here yet. Oh, maybe I do. I want to get that treasure chest, but... Oh, that's cool. Can I get close enough to... Oh, it comes back down for you. Okay. Now you're thinking with cubes! Exactly. This game is so cool. Can't imagine coming up with the puzzles. I love all the, I don't know, spatial puzzles. It's really fun. Just popping in to say hi. Gonna put on the VOD of this and go to bed. Okay, Doomtroid, thanks for saying hi. Have a good sleep. We'll see you around. Treasure! Oh, I always press the wrong button for inventory. It's in here. What does this one look like? Huh. I don't know. One of these times I'll make one of these jumps the first time. Go, 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 go! I like these. These are fun. I think that treasure map was for this room. I think it's saying that there's platforms somewhere in here. Maybe? Maybe not. It looked like a really tall tower spire type of a thing. Okay. Are we done with this room? No, of course we're not. Let's go in here. Caution. Any more secrets on these other walls? I don't think so. Another gate. Wow. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that one back. Wow. Oh, it sent us back here. So we can go back to the sewers if we want. I want to try... How do we get to this windmill? I forget. I want to try to go back there. Is it this door? I don't know. I can't tell. Oops. Is this where we just were? No, this is a different spot. Let's look at where this is on the map. Where does this go? Oh, okay. That's a long way down. Ooh. Gosh. And now this area is super glitchy. And I don't think we can jump onto any of these pipes. Oh, we have to do this over here. Have we been... Yeah, we've been in here. I think this door was locked before. And that's how we got to the sewers. Oh, what? No, I don't know. Let's go to the left. I don't think we did that yet. Or the other left. I need to ride that one up for a little bit longer. Oh! Oh, that was close! Oh god, no! Hey Shadier, welcome in.
Yay.
Mistake! How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the 20 months. Welcome back to the human race. Enjoy Earth Badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. How's your Monday going? And also, would you like to put your sub point towards a Metroid tattoo or an Outer Wilds tattoo? Let us know. I'd forgotten about this. This game is cool. How can I... Okay. I want to jump onto that. But then somehow... Aha! Oh god. Oh, that's so tricky! Can I make that? Oh, just barely. Let's go. The glitchy stuff is terrifying. Is there a warp back there? No. Let's keep moving. Oh, wow. That is so cool. Throw my point towards Outer Wilds. Okay. I still have another hectic work week left, but I tapped into the wine anyway. Okay, nice. I hope that the week is less hectic than you're expecting. I hope it goes by quick. You get through it. I believe in you. Let me add your vote here. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna break out landscape mode, yeah. Oh, this is gonna go around the back of that tower. That's really interesting. But we have to stay here until it starts to... Ooh, until it starts to move. And now we go up.
The human race has an enduring desire for knowledge and for new opportunities to improve itself.
Shadier, thank you for the 50 bits. Thank you for cheering for humanity. I appreciate it. And Zara, thank you for thanking the mods. I appreciate it. I love the music in this game. It's on the games I listen to the music frequently but haven't played yet. Yeah, the music is so good. It's just music that I would have on in the background for getting stuff done or for relaxing. And Commander Data, yeah, we have some good data alerts. Can we get up on top of this? Do we need to? I don't know that we need to. Let's just go inside the door. Endless map. Oop, that was funny. Don't move the camera around, the tower around when you're midair. It doesn't go well. Ooh, there's a crank over there. Okay. Ta, you're neato. I don't know what I'm gonna want to move yet, though. There's 2 cranks. There's 3 cranks. Okay, well. Let's perhaps start with this one. Oh, these are cool. They stay... I stay facing the same direction while the object spins. Oops. So we can do one of these with this. Yeah, okay. See what this does? Oh, I can use the cursor to see. That'll get us this 1 cube bit. Climb, 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 climb. Oh, weird. That's not even what I was expecting to happen. Okay. Is it just this door? It's just this door. Let's go. Well, there might have been another door in one of those other pillars. I was too impatient. No, I think we did it. Is there a door underneath there? No. I'm seeing things. Let's go! Oh, we gotta use these again. If you had to 100% either FEZ or Baba as you, which would you pick? Oh my gosh. I don't feel like we're far enough in this one yet to understand what that even means. I don't think I'm capable of 100%ing Baba as you. Not by myself. Okay, we finished a little trail here. There's still, see this like room back behind there though? There's a room that comes off of this and these are all connected and it's just really intense. The map changes depending what you're looking at. Both games would eventually just give me a massive headache, yeah. I haven't been back to Baba Is You in a while. So maybe I just need to dive back in and we'll make some more progress. But it felt like I was stuck and I don't even feel like we got that far. It had me stumped. It was really fun though. And I haven't felt stuck with this yet. Well, that's not true. I felt stuck, but there's always more to do. There's definitely areas where I'm like, oh, I don't know where to go from here. Let me go to a different area. Whereas Baba, I feel like there's maybe 4 puzzles I can do right now, and that's it. Now where do we go? I still haven't gone back to this windmill that I want to go to. Have we gone through this small gate? I think so. This is what gets you to the sewers. Okay. Oh, there's already glitches back. What about this? Is this how you get to the windmill? No, that's a small door. A small house. Oops. Is this too far of a jump? Nope, we're fine. Where does this take us? I tried to do the sleep, but randomly my skin was really hot and bothered me. Mentally sick, physically sick. I'm sorry that you weren't able to sleep. Okay, what is this? This is the lighthouse. We were looking at this earlier. There's apparently a bunch of rooms connected. Oh. Makes me dizzy. Oh wait, I need this. My brain knew Jen the Human was streaming and woke me up like, this is important. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements. That's a really fun command there. Good, good. This is good syntax. This is the windmill. Okay, we found it. Oh, that was odd. Oh no, I fell. That's just how computers show love. You're right, that must be it. Oh yeah, there's a bit over there. Oh. But the space glitch. Weird. Okay, well we can get this bit. Good, good, good. Oh, there's a little owl up there. Hi. Why is the sky turning red? I don't know if that's actually what we want. What? That was super weird too. Oh. But we're gonna have to make a bridge that doesn't go through the space goo, right? Or if we turn it, will it do it but in the other direction? I don't understand. Why does the space goo have to be here? No, maybe the other way. Because you can't reach the ledge of this from here, right? No, I don't think so. Space goo are the real devil squares. It's like the space jelly from Celeste. Man, I keep getting mixed up. There's gotta be a way. Here, just do this. Wait. Oh, rip. It's real good. But I don't know what to do here. May! Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back to the human race. Enjoy your Earth badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. We're very glad to have you. Hi, May. All the hype. Would you like to put your sub point towards an Outer Wilds tattoo or a Metroid tattoo? Let us know. Oh no! Oh, it spins so fast. It spins too fast for Jen. Or a tattoo of space goo, yeah. The designs for both, if you use exclamation point tattoo, you can see the design choices. There you go. Thank you, thank you. May, how are ya? How's your Monday going? Man, I do not understand this one at all. We were just talking about how I hadn't felt like I got really stuck yet, and now I think I'm stuck. Like, we know we can get over that platform. That platform's not the problem. Outer Wilds! Okay, thank you, May. I will add your vote. You all are crushing it with the sub goal. We're at 67 already. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm doing okay. Lost my voice. Oh no! That's never fun. Chilling is good though. Chilling is always fun. And none of these has like a panel that I can climb here? No? Have you tried looking for it the last place you remember having it? Please, Magus. Alright, I don't know. We might come back. This didn't used to have space goo here, right? I don't think it was always there. Oh, hi. Whee! I made chicken soup from scratch, so I'm sipping Stardewing in here. Nice! That sounds really lovely, actually, aside from having no voice. Okay, so now... I think I'm ready to be done with this area. Maybe we'll either go back to that rainy area or back to the sewers. What do we think? Where does the rainy area, where does that go? Oh, is that this? How come I can't zoom in on it? Weird. I don't know, let's try it. This game looks pretty sweet. It's really cool. Really fun puzzles, nice art, good music, very chill, no intense chasing or fighting, but lots of good thinking. The no voice is rather peaceful. My fiance already fell asleep because he got bored when I couldn't talk to him. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's space goo here now too. But that won't stop us. Wait, so now I can see this part of the map. Okay, okay. Beautiful. We want to go to this owl statue. If we can find it again. Oops, I thought there was a platform there. We died on a different platform. How do I get to these invisible ones again? Can we not get past the space goo? Oh no! Oh, I keep messing up. No, don't. What are you doing? Gomez, what the hell? What was I climbing on? I was trying to jump across and he was grabbing these vines. That's not fair. This doesn't even have... This doesn't even... I don't even want to go here. I think this is the owl statue. It's certainly not the only one, but it still feels like a novelty to play a platformer that doesn't have enemies and death. Yeah. Okay, so where's the little... But maybe there is no statue here. Owls creep me out. This owl creeps me out, yeah, for sure. He's doing it again. Gomez. Cut that out. Are there any invisible platforms? I don't think we had learned about those yet the last time we were here. I don't see any. Alright. That was a bust. He's not thrilled. Between us, he enjoys talking significantly more. Would you consider it like Greece? Yeah, I mean, similar in that it's platforming with like a twist with some different mechanics and puzzles and stuff that you have to go and figure out how to unlock. But not as story driven or as like emotionally powerful. But there's no enemies. So that's, I mean, it's very much like explore the world and then unlock new doors as you go kind of a deal. Yeah, Greece is less puzzly for sure. But I could see a comparison there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Whee! Have you had a chance to check out Manifold Garden yet? Very up your alley if you love Fez. Not yet, Shadier. It's on my wish list. It's definitely one I have my eye on. Yep. One of many. Oh, I didn't see that there was a platform there. Oops. That threw me off. I guess let's go back through here. Sure. and this takes us all the way back here. Wow. Wowie, wowie. I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, we almost didn't survive that. Okay, that doesn't have. And neither does the bottom of that. Thank you, M22. Phoebe is still in here. She's just sleeping on this chair. We gotta do this more often. It's so cute. Oh, I remember this room though. Weird. So weird. Yeah, and we never got to come back and explore this tree because we went in the little house and then it teleported us to another dimension. I wonder what this is. Why are there so many objects that I have no idea what to do with? Oh, we never got to jump on the mushrooms. It's Hollow Knight. Oh, this is fun. Oops. Ooh wee! I love that. Look at the little worms. Little inchworms. Boing! 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 A door. Gomez's climbing animation never gets old, yeah. Or the jumping, or the idle animation, or carrying objects. Or sliding. Gomez is just top notch. Top notch sprite. Are we gonna learn some new special power here? What does this pillar say? You gonna teach me how to use these now? I wonder what this is. Oh, no, it's not gonna teach us anything. Gomez is precious, yeah. Gomez cosplay when? Oh my gosh. We were talking about Pajama Sam cosplay yesterday. This game puts me in a better mood. I know we haven't done a cosplay in a while. It's because we played The Witness for so long and you never see yourself. Cosplay is just, here I am. And you see your shadow and that's it. Is this one of the things we have a treasure map for? No. I don't think so. I don't know what these are. Bummer. Maybe we come back here from this other area. Maybe it teleports us back again. Is the extent of cosplay here just wear a fez? Well, for this one, probably that would be it. But we've done some very elaborate cosplays. Or I guess maybe elaborate's a stretch, but like lots of components. Gave it an honest try to be accurate. An inflatable suit, yeah. This is a nice area, nice little tower. Never been here before. Ooh. One of these. It's not lighting up though. So it's one way from somewhere else, I guess? Weird. Oh, this has a bunch of those symbols. Okay, well, let's pick this up. $20. Good progress. No, 21. I feel like we're being productive, but there's so much to see. Oh, hello. Oh, look at all these fun shapes. What does it mean? I can't remember. Weird. What does it mean? Hey, Poppin' Suds. Can I jump on top of this one? Okay, maybe we just make a ladder. Intense music again. This is going well. Where is this ladder taking us to? I don't know. The top of this platform where the, you know, pretty light is coming through. Actually, we can probably make it from there. I don't need all the blocks. But there's nothing up here. Look, when you look at it from this side, all the lines and squares line up. That seems important. This is good. This is going really well. One, two, three, four, five, six. All of these are made of 6 squares. The 6 sides of a cube. Look, okay, I know this isn't gonna do anything, but I have to finish stacking them all in a line first. Oh no, I didn't give myself enough of a ledge. Crisis. Oh, this is a little weird. Okay. There we go. Physics. We did it! We put them all in a line. Okay. Let's look at this again. Thanks for the joy and the hype. We did something that we didn't need to do. This is gonna be just like that QR code room. We've defied physics, yeah. Oh man. There we go. Is there one of these that we can make? It disappeared. What happened to it? Physics has to bend to our rules now. 6 squares, 6 strings on a guitar, 6-pack of beers all coming together. Oh my god. Don't know where the dust in my room came from, but I'm sneezing. Oh no! For some odd reason, FEZ makes me hungry for marshmallows. FEZ is a giant marshmallow, yes. The best kind of mallow. Okay, this is... I can't get past there. I don't get it. What was I trying to do? Oh, I was trying to drop it here, but then... Oh, sorry, that's Phoebe jumping on the computer table. Phoebe! Hi! Hello! Making it difficult. She says hi. She was just sleeping on that chair for so long, it startled me when she jumped up because I didn't, like, see or hear her move over there. Those are cute. See, how can you get these to, like, stack nicely, though? Oh, they do stack nicely. Maybe because I put them on this side of the pillar. What? What? Don't do that. What is going on here? Oh, they stay on the side that you picked them up from? That must be part of it, right? Maybe? That's why randomly... Not randomly. None of this is random. That's why I'm getting blocked from carrying them to certain sides of the thing though. Okay, I didn't really want to push that. I wanted to pick it up. Nice, nice. This is going very well. I thought that one was just being glitchy, but no. It's part of the puzzle. What am I doing? Can I put this one here? No. Will you go here? Yes. I don't know that I wanted that. How are we gonna... This is so strange. Oh, thank you, Pup and Suds. Number did that. It came out so well. He did the Blobble one and the Duncan ones. Gotta head out. It was great hanging with you in chat. Thanks, Chai. Take care. Have a good one. Have a good rest of your day. You remember this one? This is cool. Oops.
Human beings, it turns out, are weird.
Thank you for the host, Chai. I appreciate it. This isn't making any of the shapes that are on the wall here. I don't think, at least not yet. I don't understand how these are gonna be, these blocks are gonna be like mid-air, you know?
Human beings,
Oh, that was
it
weird.
turns out, are weird.
Trav, thank you for the host as well. Appreciate it. Oh, right. I should probably leave that where it is, huh? This is weird. And also, human beings are weird. What am I doing? We're sleeping. Gomez is taking a nap. No. Ugh. Okay, we got them all over here now. What? Excuse? I wish I could... I don't think I can pull them. I think I can only push, but if I just do this, we'll be fine. No, come back. Go back where you were. Everything's fine. I have a plan. Something happened! Which shape was that? That wasn't even the one I was going for! Oh, goodness. Anti-cube! gotta head out for now. I'll be back if stream is still going when I come home. If not, hope everyone has a good time zone. Thank you, Trav. Thank you for thanking the mods as well. Take care. We'll see you around. I don't know if we'll still be going. What time is it? We're at like 3.5 hours. We'll see. If you catch us, you catch us. Don't think I ever got that one. That one was strange. Negative cube. I was gonna go for the left column, the second from the top. That's the shape that I was gonna try. But we ended up, maybe it looked like one of the shapes from one of the other sides. If you spun it, it looked like a different one. Yeah, sure, Kaiser. Is it because I wasn't looking at it from the right side? That was cool. Okay. We're done with that room. Let's go back. What's in here? Oh. Scary. Yeah, I think that's the shape I ended up making shadier. Which I didn't think was one of the choices. If you look at all the patterns on the tablet, all of them are unfolded cubes. Right. So you just had to make an unfolded cube somehow? And I made one that there wasn't an example of it? Huh. To find the pattern that's missing. Oh wow. Yeah, we just got that by luck then. That was some good platforming. Look at me go. Can't remember what this is. Well, Dot, let me know when you remember. Ooh. Look at us go. There's so many doors on this building. This kind of reminds me of that village we found, but without all the people. Okay, let's go down before we go up. I guess I should have made sure I could get back, but there's vines. Oh, what? Let's go down before we go up and then into another giant room? Oh my god. Too much, too much. More mellow version of the same tune, yeah. Thank you for the explanation, by the way, Kaiser. I appreciate it. That's really cool. Where does this one go? Over to that little tower behind us that we can see in the distance. Nope, this one is just a single room. What's up? What's on this wall? A QR code! I wonder what this means. Alright, where's my phone? These are ridiculous. This game is just QR codes. Oh, here I gotta take a screen capture so I can look at it when I'm not holding my phone up. RT, RT, LT, RT, LT, 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 RT. Wait, I gotta say it again. It feels like a cheat code. Another anti-cube! Let's go! All the hype for all the cubes! Gomez is a happy camper. Ooh, what is this? Whoa! Whoa! It's a giant broken gate. Dot, tell me about it. She says, whoa, just like me. What happened here? I don't know. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start, select. Thank you, Tunes. Oh, this is dangerous. Huh? Whee! Nope. I feel like you should be able to jump up and over. Yeah! Got it! What's the lore behind this room? This is scary. What's happening here? I want to know just how much story this game has. I feel like we don't know much. There's another door. Oh, now this place is all glitchy. Oh, it's another curtain room. When are these gonna... How many cubes do I have to get for this to light up again, I wonder? Oh, it's not glitchy anymore, though. Weird! Oh, another chair. Does this one have more footprints on the wall? What are you? I'm the king of Tetris. I sit in my Tetris throne. What a strange game. Hi, turtle. This takes you to a whole different area. You can see it in the background. I'm trying to just get the small rooms before we go into these bigger areas. Oh, these platforms have little faces on them. There's only one other small room. Let's go find it first. Allergies? Oh no, I'm sorry, Shadier. That stinks. Allergies are no fun. Wait, I think we've been around the whole outside of that level. What is this? Who are these people? I don't know. Now we've got glitchy squares again. There's a door on the other side of this level that I would like to go to. I feel like I need to go back at some point and listen to the explanation of why the space squares appear. Like, how many times do you pass through a door? What are all these symbols? Before it starts glitching out. How many times, if you go back and forth, does it glitch out? Unclear. And these creatures. These look like me. They're all wearing fezzes, right? See, now they're gone again. What is this nonsense? But we got all the small rooms. So I think just the top is, oh, a treasure chest and then the warp gate. Treasure! Oh, nice! A treasure chest! To open it, face it. Wait, am I not at the front? Which side is the front? There it is. Huh? Da-da-da-da! Nope, that's not the button I wanted. My back is out since this morning. That stinks. It's not fun either. Back problems are no joke. I think this is showing more platforms, but I haven't figured out treasure maps yet. Someday one of them will click and I think we'll understand how to use it. That's the QR code room. Let's go to this spot then. I found the culprit chair, but I must sleep it off. Okay, Shadier. I hope it starts feeling better. Time to switch chairs, I guess. Is this where I was planning on going? Sure. Yeah. We have to use this crank. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's timed. It plays a little song. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh no, I just meant to keep jumping up, not to the right. Good night, hope you stream more FEZ later. We're streaming it again on Wednesday. That's the plan. Have a good sleep. Good night, Otefu. Have a good sleep. You as well. I'm glad you all are liking FEZ. This is really fun. It's a very good game. Okay, I think we made it. Nice. This one makes these show up. Go, 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 go. Oh god. Now go to the right. Yeah! This is tense. Okay. We did it! Cube. Ding. Oh, and a gate. I don't think we want that right now. We're doing good without it. Although I hear glitchy squares. Can we not jump this high? Whee! Nope. What is this blue thing on the side of the building? I don't know yet. Cube, yeah. Huh. Oh, there's a door we didn't go to. Should we go snag this area? Paralyzed by choice. Forever paralyzed by choice. This looks like a cool treehousey area, kind of. I don't know, let's try it. It's gonna be more of these timed things. FEZ, why do you have to do this to me? I don't want to be timed. Grab it! Oh, rip. We died. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Does this one turn too? RIP! Oh, that was weird. Alright. I think we might pause here and start with these more of these vine puzzles for next time, for Wednesday. I'll be more ready to tackle these, not at the end of a stream, and fresh at the beginning of a stream. I feel like we did a lot today. Our map is just this endless web of cubes. Where does this... The stars in the background are making like a straight line over there, but I think that's just because of the pattern. Yeah, look at all these cubes. Some dope stuff today, yeah. The sewers were cool. All the different cranks and levers and switches and stuff that you have to push are cool. I don't know, not bad, not bad. I feel like we're about 10% of the way done with the game. What is the, oh man. I'm never gonna remember this. There's... there's a sutra. It's like the cloth sutra or the fabric sutra or something like that, where within each thread there's more threads, or this is such a like deep in my memory of something I learned in college in a Buddhism class for extra credits, for culture credits. And it reminds me of this pattern like this, right? Like a fractal almost, where it duplicates, and inside of one there's a smaller version, and inside of that there's a smaller version, and inside of that there's a smaller version. That's how this game makes me feel. It's cubes all the way down.